with nonprofitist.org, the social networking and resource site exclusively for nonprofits. We have Ashley here on today's show from Giving Girlfriends. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Tell us what your mission is and how you came to be.
So, like you mentioned, our organization is called Giving Girlfriends. And our mission is to encourage and empower minority females specifically to become efficient and effective leaders, whether that be through entrepreneurship or corporate America, through community development, giving back to the community, as well as leadership development that we do internally with our members.
Oh, that's awesome. And you guys also have a history of, giving in the community and that sort of thing. Tell us about that.
Sure. Yeah, we our main focus, of course, is giving back to the communities that we are involved in. Whether that be, I'm from Arizona originally, so I like to give back in Arizona as well as here in Dallas, where I'm located. But yeah, we give back to the community in so many different ways, whether it be working with local food banks, doing toy drives or food drives. Our biggest opportunity to give back to the community is through a Christmas wish that we do annually, and I'm sure we'll touch on that later because you mentioned it to me. But yeah, so many different ways, and we're always open to partnering with other nonprofits to find new ways and creative ways to give back to all the communities out there.
That's really great. I think a lot of nonprofits don't take as much advantage of the collaborative and synergistic efforts that are out there, and it just makes such a huge difference to get some of the gifts and tools and resources and pool them together. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have a couple local groups that we've worked with. One is called Helping Us Help Her. They have young minority females. So we partnered with them to do some mentorship activities. So we're really trying to expand and be as creative as we can in giving back to the communities that we live in.
Awesome. That's so awesome. And how did you come to be?
It's a long story, but it's an exciting one for me. I actually, like I mentioned, I'm from Arizona. I moved to Dallas, the Dallas area, Texas, in 2009. And I came here for my master's degree. And I thought that, I'm pretty outgoing. I thought I would be able to meet a lot of people. And I did meet a lot of people, but I wanted some that kind of looked like me. So in doing that, I had a couple girlfriends that, I reached out to and was like, hey, Christmas is a time for giving, the holiday season, people are always willing to give back. So would you guys want to kind of partner with me? And we come up with a group of us that determine some great way to give back. So that's kind of how it all mustered up. The holiday seasons during that time were hard for me. I lost a cousin in a car accident. And so I wasn't really into like the Christmas spirit per se. And that was a way that it was able to get me out of my funk. And so getting the girls together, we went down to the radio station, a local radio station, and we chose one of their Christmas wish nominees. And it was a young lady that had 5 children, and I believe she had been through some domestic violence situations. And we chose her to give back to, and each one of us chose a family member, and we shopped for that particular family member. So I believe there were 6 girls, so there were 6 family members, and we each shopped for one of the kids and or the mom. And we met up with them at a local church and delivered all the gifts. There was a Christmas tree set up, and one of the church members helped us get it all set up, and it was just an overwhelming experience for me. Of course I was emotional to begin with, but just seeing the gratitude, it just made it that much more special. So after that first year, there were 6, like I said, 6 of us girls, and I believe each of us spent about $150. So about $600 to $800 was the amount of the total gift. Well, the next year, I challenged the girls. I was like, okay, everybody bring a friend. Just bring a friend, and then that way we can either give more and or adopt additional families. And so that's kind of how it came to fruition. So from 2011 was the first year that we did Giving Girlfriends. 2011, we did Giving Girlfriends for the very first time as more of an organized event. Fast forward from that, last year, there were over 44 girls that participated in our annual Christmas giving, and we raised over $4,800 last year, and we were able to help additional families. So it's just a great experience. It's a great feeling. We love the opportunity, like I said, to give back in creative ways. That helps us engage in the community and get to know more people, and it connects us with others, which is, you know, kind of what we strive. So that's our biggest opportunity to give back. But like I mentioned, we give back throughout the year as well in other different ways.
Oh, that's so awesome. And it's so great to provide people with the opportunity to give, because like you said, you know, when you're going through a hard time or you're feeling down, to be able to give to someone else just not only uplifts them, but it even helps pull yourself out of it, you know, and elevate your own, you know, spirits. So that's
definitely,
that's awesome. Yeah. So what you got planned for this year? Where are you looking to go?
Yes. So we've done, we have been very creative this year because of COVID. Obviously we're on WebEx, what is this? Zoom. We're on Zoom. And so we've done a lot of really cool creative drives this year virtually. We did a COVID Heroes drive where we ramped up our website for people to nominate different COVID heroes that they felt they knew throughout the community. So whether it be firefighters and EMS or local nurses, or just anybody. I mean, we had all kinds of, like a lady that stopped working and ended up creating a luggage line, like very cool and creative opportunities. So we did that. We had people nominate on our website. They could be anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. They nominated their COVID heroes. We left it open for about 30 days to let people nominate. We chose some nominees, and all of the money and the donations that we received, we gave back to the winners of the COVID heroes. So whether they were financially impacted or just impacted in general, if they were sick or anything like that, we listened to the stories. And we were able to give all of the donation money that we earned back to those winners that we chose. So that was really cool. And we also did because I told you we like to focus on leadership development as well. We did a series called Polishing the Professional, where we had 3 different courses. They were online, they were free. We asked for a donation only. And we gave opportunities for minority females and or anyone else, because we welcome all, to participate in we called it a selfie class, where you can take professional headshots using your cell phone or a tablet or a computer. So we focused on that for one class. We did a makeup session for another class, just a very polished look for professional outings and transitioning to a nighttime look. And then we also did one for fashion. So how can you take your work wardrobe and turn that into a play wardrobe, right? So that's what we've done recently, and we're currently in the works ramping up for our big Christmas wish that we love to do every year, like I mentioned earlier. And right now we're still in the development phases. We usually drop our our nominee the day after Thanksgiving. So I can't give the secret quite yet. But if people would like to be a part of Giving Girlfriends and learn more about our Christmas wish, we encourage them to go to our website, givinggirlfriends.org, and sign up for our mailing list. And at that point, they'll get all of the notifications for becoming, of course, a part of the Giving Girlfriends community, and additional information once we start rolling out our annual Christmas wish.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to share with us today?
No, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm super excited, as you can tell, probably. But I'm looking forward to it. The nonprofit it just sounds, I don't know why nobody has thought of it before, right? It just sounds like a great way to engage with other nonprofits all over the world. And I'm just excited to see where you take this thing.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited too. It's been so far, and I mean, I'm just getting started. So
Yes. No, I'm excited.
Thank you for being one of my first guests.
Of course. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, guys, go find Ashley on givinggirlfriends.org and drop your email there so she can stay in contact with you, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome.